rich. Even my mama thought my shot at love was fun. But I ain't never dated girls who didn't deserve it. Wasting time with one night, it just didn't seem worth it. Hey, my heart's frozen like me, dead like a buckle. Well, you and your posse will be ones to talk. I hate to pick and choose while denying those with remarkable attitudes, mostly physical. Fool, I was the sort of boy who the back is just a laughing. Look reflecting now, it's kinda hard to even grasp that. We spend most our lives living in a marriage paradise. We spend most our lives living in a marriage paradise. We spend most our lives living in a marriage paradise. We spend most our lives living in a marriage paradise. Elvis Campbell scored his pride standing beside me
With them today, because each of you has given something of yourself to their lives. Your friendship and love will always be appreciated. They welcome you here and thank you for sharing this important day with them. Marriage is a very special place, the sheltered environment in which we can endlessly explore ourselves in the presence of another, and in which we can offer the possibility of true reflection of another. May the vision that Jana and Austin have of one another be always informed by the radiant force that first brought them together. And we wish that as they move into the commitment of marriage, that they always hold one another in the love of all love. Austin and Jana, you are about to take a new step forward into life. Courtesy and consideration, even in anger and adversity, are the seeds of compassion. Love is the fruit of compassion. Trust, love, and respect are the sustaining virtues of marriage. They enable us to learn from each situation and help us to realize that everywhere we turn, we meet ourselves. Please hold hands. Austin, do you now choose Jana to be your life companion, to share your life openly with her, to speak truthfully and lovingly to her, to accept her fully as she is and delight in who she is becoming, to respect her uniqueness, encourage her fulfillment, and compassionately support her through all the changes of your years together. Jana, do you now choose Austin to be your life companion, to share your life openly with him, to speak truthfully and lovingly to him, to accept him fully as he is and delight in who he is becoming, to respect his uniqueness, encourage his fulfillment, and compassionately support him through all the changes of your years together?
I do.
Jana will recite her vows.
With the microphone. Most of you who know Austin know that he has a stupendous love for video games. So much, in fact, that I'm lucky video games don't have a human form, or I may not have been the one standing here today. So when we were first starting to hang out as friends, and he learned of my limited video game experience, he decided to take it upon himself to teach me how to play. This brave endeavor of his, he decided, would start with one of the earlier gaming systems, Nintendo, and progress down the line to more recent gaming systems. We could spend hours, at least, with me attempting and getting frustrated while he patiently guided me through tunnels, helping me avoid fireballs and carnivorous plants, sometimes even from the back of a trusted dinosaur friend. His patience, kindness, support, and encouragement are some of the few things I love and appreciate about him. Around this time, I had adopted a Chihuahua, or as the staff at the local Humane Society called her, a land shark, named Bonita. Because of her violent seizures and occasionally volatile, or as I affectionately called sassy, attitude, she was a difficult dog to adopt out, therefore making my decision to take her all the more easy. As her seizures worsened, I knew my time with her was not as long as I had hoped. Because her seizures often made her jump high in the air only to slam herself backwards and into the ground for her own safety, we crated her anytime she was not directly supervised. One night, I was deeply engrossed in my mission to save the princess when I heard the start of a seizure. Instantly, I went to set the controller down, but I was not as fast as Austin, who had leapt up and rushed over to her. Kneeling down, he carefully took her out of her crate, brought her back to where he was sitting, and gently held her while she finished her seizure. As she was coming out of the seizure, he sweetly spoke to her and soothed her until she fell asleep on his lap while being lovingly pet. It was at once a devastating, tender, touching moment that I will never forget. It was also a moment that I realized I was in trouble. I realized that I could never look at him as just a friend again. Our friendship easily transformed into dating. One of the greatest things about this is I didn't have to warn him I was crazy or explain to him that animals are a huge and intricate part of my life, because he already knew. And he handled it with the most impressive grace. He never tried to control it, stop it, or even change it. His acceptance was amazing and calm. Walking into the house to see a new cat, dog, guinea pig, rabbit, etc. was such a normal thing, he didn't even bat an eyelash. Just asked the name and moved on with his day. What is even more incredible to me than his acceptance of me in my life was his support and how easily he transitioned into being a part of it. Growing up, my mom always said one of the most important things of any part of a relationship was to promote growth. This was something he did in so many ways, whether by having the house cleaned and dinner done by the time I got home, or cracking a joke and making me laugh as he does every day. I can't list enough things I appreciate about him without boring you guys today. So with that, I would like to vow to love you and accept you exactly as you are. I vow to promote growth and support you not only in the best of times, but the darkest of times, to be a light and love that can help you in your time of need and in your happiest of days. I vow to do my best to inspire you as much as you inspire me, to try to make you laugh half as much as you make me laugh, and to listen to your provocative eyebrows when they answer my questions or give me their witty advice. I vow to kiss you goodnight every night we spend together, and try to make you feel like the most loved person in the world, because that is what you have given me, and I am forever grateful for you. I love you. You will always be my boyfie, my sweefie, my BB, my best friend, and my soulmate.
I was feeling pretty good, and then so we followed that. My heart, before meeting you, was the Alaskan winter, a never-ending sequence of dark days with little relief in sight. But since we have fallen in love, it has blossomed to the summer, a ceaseless cavalcade of sunshine and warmth. You are the Mario to my Princess Peach, and that though I may constantly find myself in trouble, you always quit whatever you're doing and rescue me. I appreciate how you make me want to strive to be a better partner, both romantically and business-wise, to be a better friend, and to be a better person overall. I appreciate how you make me feel comfortable enough to be myself around you, and that you rarely, if ever, call me a nerd in a derogatory fashion. I haven't always found it easy to entirely be myself around others, but just as Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, as Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, my walls came tumbling down. I appreciate how you are always so encouraging, whether it's pushing me to pursue passions like writing and music, taking over my kennel chores so I can spend time with friends, or agreeing to play Halo, even though you get incredibly motion sick and need to lay down after 15 minutes. Because of these reasons, as well as countless others, I vow to make more of an effort to tell you how hot you are every day, even when I know your reaction will be an eye roll followed by a whatever. You are so hot. I vow to always feed and water our animals, even when you say you're going to get a new pet, and I'm all like, well, you're going to have to take care of it yourself because we have enough pets and I don't feel like taking on any more animal-related responsibility, so have fun with that. By now you know that my threats are empty. like my wallet, after a trip to Pet Supplies Plus to buy food and toys for the aforementioned critters. I vow to always offer you the final honey barbecue wing, pizza roll, or any other shared snack, regardless of whether you've already eaten more than me, or if I may actually be secretly wishing you say no because I'm still hungry. On a related note, I vow that should you fall back to the clutches of vegetarianism, I will always let you have all of the broccoli and celery that you want, including any and all of my portions, difficult though it may be for me to give them up. I vow to concede almost every argument and tell you that you're right, because about 90% of the time you are, and I'm not sure if it's worth the risk for the other 10. There are exceptions to this, for example, the musical merits of Kendrick Lamar, who I still think is awesome, and Trace Adkins, who I still think is terrible. You are so hot. And finally, I vow to always ask you for a good night's smooch, even if you're mad at me, and even if you think I'm mad at you, because even though we may be upset with each other for sporadic moments, be they ever so brief, the relief from a snuggle so sweet and borderline sensual dissipates all quarrels. Thank you so much for genuinely loving me as a person, not just because of my model-esque physique, and thank you for allowing me to enter the extremely exclusive guild of men to whom you have been engaged. Let's hope that second time is the charm.
Olivia.
Hello. Unfortunately, it's me and not Tater Tot that will be addressing you today. I hope you understand me, even though I have an odd Australian accent. I just have a couple of things to read for you guys today. First of all, an extract from The Velveteen Rabbit by Marjorie Williams. What is real? The Velveteen Rabbit asked the Skin Horse one day. Does it mean having things that buzz inside you and stick out handle? Real isn't how you are made, said the Skin Horse. It's a thing that happens to you. When a child loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you, then you become real. Does it hurt? Asked the Velveteen Rabbit. Sometimes, said the Skin Horse, for he was always truthful. When you are real, you don't mind being hurt. It doesn't happen all at once, said the Skin Horse. You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily, or have sharp edges, or have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you're real, most of your hair has been lopped off, and your eyes drop out, and you get loose in your joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you're real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand. And secondly, I have a quote from Victor Hugo. You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. The great acts of love are done by those who are habitually performing smaller acts of kindness. We pardon to the extent that we love. Love is knowing that even when you are alone, you will never be lonely again. I looked at you and I started crying.
I have that effect on people.
And great happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves and even in spite of ourselves. Yes.
Mr. Collier, do you want to do a reading for me?
I've got a throwback here for you guys. A little classic. Think of this as Nintendo. A reading from 1 Corinthians 13. If I speak in human or angelic tongues, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but I do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Here's the part you guys have all been waiting for. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not easily angered. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. It goes on, but I'm going to let the ceremony go on as well.
Rings are made precious by our wearing them. The rings you exchange at your wedding are the most special because they say that even in your uniqueness, you have chosen to share your lives, to allow the presence of another human being to enhance who you are. As you wear them through time, they will reflect not only who you are, but also what you have created together. Austin, would you put the ring on Jana and repeat after me? With this ring, I will promise to you my deepest love and devotion. With this ring, I promise to you my deepest love and devotion.
My deepest love and devotion.
Austin and Jana, Austin and Jana, on behalf of all those present and by the strength of your own love, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may seal with a kiss. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the newlyweds, Austin and Jana.
Austin.
That's cool.
M&M's.
Oh, okay. We should have rehearsed.
These M&Ms are a reflection of Jana's sweetness.
And these peanuts are a reflection of my saltiness.
And now they combine to make a delicious treat. Take two.
I was like, why are we standing here? Don't question.
Cause you are the one I can see having fun with. Not just for tonight, but for the rest of my life.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah, we dropped off the dog, and he's been at Christmas or something over there. Maybe it's for Thanksgiving.